how does an 88-year-old Republican fight for the legalization of cannabis? Let's talk about that.
I do not have words to adequately express the horror I feel at what the drug war has done to this country. I'm Ann Lee, 88-year-old Republican activist who, with my husband, we founded RAMP, which is Republicans Against Marijuana Prohibition. We became interested in marijuana when our son Richard had an accident that put him in a wheelchair as a paraplegic, and spasms were a problem. And he got out of the hospital and looked at us and said, "Mom and Dad, marijuana is good for me." We certainly did not want to hear him tell us that marijuana was good for him, because it flew in the face of everything that we believed at that time. After a lot of prayer and research, we realized that we had fallen for the propaganda that the government had put out about marijuana. It turns out that Texas has terrible laws as far as this is concerned. And the bottom line is that prohibition is not conservative. As a conservative, we believe in smaller government, and prohibition just explodes the size of government. We believe in fiscal responsibility, and the money that we have spent on this drug war is awful. And the last one is individual responsibility. And so why can't a person use the medicine that they and their doctors think is best for them? I've been a big supporter of Trump, mainly because of the pro-life, which is a big issue for me. I prayed very hard for Trump to win. I will tell any pro-life person, how can you be pro-life and be against medical marijuana? Because there's so many instances where marijuana is the best medicine. The consequence of these laws have been unfairly fallen on the minorities. The drug war is the most racist thing we've had since Jim Crow. Why is it that the jails are now called the new plantations? Because mostly they are filled with the minorities. And that is what, so much of it is a drug war, the drug laws. And I grew up in South Louisiana, where Jim Crow was alive and well. When we got involved in this issue, we realized that we had Jim Crow all over again, courtesy of the drug war. It is a travesty in this great country of mine that have actually put people in prison for possession of marijuana.
This drug is dangerous. You cannot play with it. It's not funny. It's not something to laugh about. Good people don't smoke marijuana.
And one. Welcome back, guys. Man, y'all know on this morning wake and bake, you know, we're going to enjoy some coffee, and it's time to medicate. And you know how we medicate. We medicate by ingesting our cannabis. Here we got a little brownie. About, what do you say this thing? You think this is, babe? About 10 milligrams, maybe? About 10 milligrams, maybe a little bit more. We didn't make it too potent, but just enough to where we can just medicate ourselves and continue on with our day. We don't want to get too faded this morning. Well, some of us. Good morning to all y'all out there. Thank y'all for checking out the 420 Den. Y'all know me, UnclePhil. We got Sid over here. She's just, you know, hanging around and probably gonna do a little bit of painting. She rolled us a couple of blunts this morning, so I figured we'd smoke on a blunt, talk about a topic that this video that we just watched. Ann Lee, she's a Republican, and now she is fighting for the movement of cannabis because of, you know, the propaganda that she grew up with, the war on drugs. And videos like this is what inspires me to want to put more videos out like that, because I want to show y'all exactly what I'm seeing. You know, this stigma, the prohibition against marijuana. I mean, the whole lying for years after years, and that's what really irritates me more than anything, is the lies. The lies that everybody is believing about cannabis. It was funny. I'm gonna tell you another story that just happened just the other day. I was on a job, and again, see, me and Sid on the back of our phone, we have 420. All right, because this is our little way of representing cannabis. You know, our customers saw it and asked me what's that for, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, I told them. And the funny thing about it is, this whole family, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, cars and trucks and vans start pulling up, and all of a sudden, everybody's got their bottles and their beers out, and everybody's sitting around in the garage and in the house. There's about a good 10 people there, and the whole topic came up about cannabis. You know, and I explained to them, I was like, y'all sit here and drink. You know, why are we allowed to sit here and spark up a joint or a blunt and enjoy ourselves? You know, we're medicating ourselves as well as we're enjoying recreating, and the whole topic came up. And I realized that none of them were knowledgeable. They didn't know what dabs were. They asked, one guy asked me, he goes, have you heard about that stuff called dabs? And like, yeah. The one topic I've been hitting everybody up on is, you know, when you're smoking cannabis, you're medicating yourself. When you ingest the oil, whether you make brownies or cookies or gummy worms or, you know, whatever you want to put it in, I mean, you can infuse it with a lot of stuff. And so when you're ingesting it, yes, you're actually medicating yourself so much better than you would be by smoking it. I enjoy smoking. Now and smoking it gives it immediate results. So like if you're dealing with some pain, you want to smoke a joint and kind of just calm down. If you're getting, your anxiety is getting the best of you, and you're just like, okay, there's just too much going on, I just need to step away, smoke a joint real quick, relax, calm down, and then go back and your head straight. We should be able to medicate. As Ann Lee's son was in a car accident dealing with spasms in his muscles, he's not able to cope with that. He's, you know, her son told her, now you got Ann Lee, her and her husband, that is totally against drugs, and now has changed her mind. Videos like this is what we need. We need videos like this, guys. This is what's going to help us spread those words to everybody and get all that propaganda and all the lies on war on drugs, get that out there and let people know, educate people, you know. And that's where we stand with this. Seeing videos like this, man, is just, what does that make you think? That you've got a Republican, you know, who's been fighting the war on drugs with their little campaign ramp, you know, and now she's got a whole new outlook on cannabis and seeing a whole different way. And it makes you want to ask yourself, why? Why the lies? If they're not lying about this, what else are they lying about? What all hemp and cannabis can do for our country. You know, you can make hemp plastic. You know, have y'all seen the videos where all of our oceans, we've got sea life that's being destroyed with all the plastic in the oceans. We got miles and miles of plastic bottles just floating in the ocean. Because plastic doesn't deteriorate. Plastic lasts for years. Why do you think we use polyurethane in plumbing? And we use plastic piping now as far as water. It's cleaner to use. It lasts forever. You know, but it doesn't deteriorate. The shit that we make like on an everyday basis, like fucking water bottles, plastic spoons, plates, styrofoam plates, shit like that needs to be able to deteriorate, so we're not destroying our world and we don't got shit floating in our oceans. We're contaminating our world. You know, hemp and cannabis, I mean, it can actually save our world. It can save our lives. We can actually save people, get them off of drugs. Cannabis being a Schedule I drug is a lie in itself, guys. That's all I gotta say. Hey guys, I also want to say we're gonna end this shortly. This is just a quick little wake and bake breakfast sesh that we're going to talk about. Guys, we got to get the word out, and we have to educate. And these organizers that are doing it, they can't do it by themselves. They can only do so much, and that's why we're trying to create a big following. And I want to help as much as possible, help Cannabis Open Carry Walks, help them spread that love. Now, next week, we're doing a walk in Burleson, Texas. I will be there. We're actually making signs today, and I've got my flags behind me, guys. And I'm trying to get a bullhorn. I lost my other bullhorn in Colorado. I'm gonna try to get another bullhorn so we can have one out there. But guys, I'm calling it. Thank y'all so much for checking this video out. Please go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get my followings back up since I've been shut down by YouTube. Guys, don't forget to check out Baked Brushes. Sid is actually working on a few paintings, so she's about to post, and she's going to start getting, now that we're getting the house all completed, we're trying to get back involved with everything again. So guys, thank y'all so much for checking this channel out. I appreciate it. Uncle Phil out. Peace.